Sumpah demi apapun Bali sepi banget. Ya, gue gak salah ngomong. Bali sepi banget. Kayak dibandingkan dengan tahun baru pas Covid aja, ramean tahun baru pas Covid. Ini ada apa?
Banyak yang bilang Bali tahun baru ini lagi sepi. Realitanya benar-benar sepi. So aku sekarang ada di daerah Nusa Dua.
Ternyata Kuala Lumpur adalah kota destinasi liburan tertinggi ketiga di ASEAN.
We are in Langkawi and it is honestly the most beautiful place I've ever seen. The beaches here are the best that we've ever been to, and we've done Central America, South America, and then come over to Southeast Asia.
I first got to Malaysia, bro, I was hyped. I was like, Malaysia the best country in Southeast Asia. I'm ready to argue. People in the comments.
Belakangan ini, muncul perbincangan hangat mengenai kondisi pariwisata Bali yang disebut-sebut mulai sepi, terutama menjelang akhir tahun. Beberapa cuplikan di media sosial memperlihatkan hotel, restoran, hingga kawasan wisata yang tampak lengang, sehingga memunculkan anggapan bahwa wisatawan mulai beralih ke destinasi lain di Asia Tenggara, seperti Malaysia, Thailand, atau Vietnam. Isu ini memicu perdebatan panjang. Ada yang menilai Bali kini terasa lebih mahal, macet, dan terlalu padat pembangunan, sehingga sebagian wisatawan mencari alternatif yang dianggap lebih tenang dan terjangkau. Namun di sisi lain, data menunjukkan bahwa kunjungan wisatawan mancanegara justru masih mengalami peningkatan, meski wisatawan domestik mengalami sedikit penurunan pada periode tertentu. Perbandingan dengan destinasi lain seperti Langkawi semakin menguatkan narasi tersebut. Langkawi dinilai menawarkan keindahan alam yang masih terjaga, biaya yang relatif murah, serta pengalaman wisata yang lebih santai. Hal ini membuat sebagian wisatawan merasa destinasi alternatif kini lebih menarik, bukan karena Bali kehilangan pesonanya, tetapi karena persaingan pariwisata regional yang semakin ketat.
Sumpah demi apapun Bali sepi banget. Ya, gue gak salah ngomong. Bali sepi banget. Kayak dibandingkan dengan tahun baru pas Covid aja, ramean tahun baru pas Covid. Ini ada apa? Kenapa? Kemana semua turis? Kemana orang-orang Jakarta, Indonesia, Semarang yang pada tahun baruan di Bali? Sepi banget. Kayak menurut gue Bali sepi itu adalah hal yang mustahil. Please kira-kira yang tahu penyebabnya komen.
Banyak yang bilang Bali tahun baru ini lagi sepi. Realitanya benar-benar sepi. So aku sekarang ada di daerah Nusa Dua. Dan biasanya daerah Nusa Dua ini kalau waktu menjelang akhir tahun atau New Year Eve pasti penuh sama bule-bule atau wisatawan. But look at the reality. Sepi. Sana sepi juga. Nah, sekarang aku lagi ada di daerah Club Med di Nusa Dua. Dan lihat lagi benar-benar sepi kan. Biasanya orang-orang pada tiduran di event. But sekarang sepi banget. Itu juga. Kayak emang semua pada ke Thailand semua. Atau kenapa Bali sekarang benar-benar sepi? Ini kesempatan atau kesempitan ya?
Bali beneran sepi itu beneran guys. Ini aku naik pesawat itu nggak ada penumpangnya sama sekali. Bandara juga kosong banget. Nanti aku kasih lihat videonya ya. Ini bisa dilihat bandara Bali tuh bener-bener kosong melompong, yang biasanya tuh penuh banget di musim liburan kayak gini. Bahkan kafe-kafe juga kosong melompong. Aneh banget, biasanya liburan begini tuh penuhnya minta ampun. Bahkan aku naik pesawat Garuda Airbus itu isinya cuma 30 penumpang aja. Kenapa ya kok Bali bisa sepi banget kayak gini? Ada apa dengan Bali?
Ternyata Kuala Lumpur adalah kota destinasi liburan tertinggi ketiga di ASEAN dan juga ke-6 di dunia di tahun 2023. Menariknya ini tuh ngalahin New York, Tokyo, Seoul, dan bahkan Bali. Bali itu narik sekitar 8 juta pengunjung di tahun 2023 dan ini udah banyak. Sementara Kuala Lumpur itu ternyata hampir mendekati 2 kali lipatnya. Nah kira-kira apa sih menurut lo yang bikin Kuala Lumpur seramai ini?
I first got to Malaysia, Bro, I was hyped. I was like, Malaysia, the best country in Southeast Asia. I'm ready to argue. People in the comments, Terry, shh, we don't want people to know we live in trees and stuff. Now I get why y'all say that. This is Wakanda. You don't want everybody here. You gotta be respectful. If you mess up a place that's respectful, if you make them mad, oh, you in trouble.
Bro, just when I thought the sunset couldn't get any better, oh my god.
We are in Langkawi and it is honestly the most beautiful place I've ever seen. The beaches here are the best that we've ever been to, and we've done Central America, South America, and then come over to Southeast Asia. I've never seen anything like this. Jerry, what do you think?
Unbelievable scenery.
I don't regret leaving the UK at all for this. So Langkawi, we're going to extend our stay because it's beautiful, and I know everybody wants us to go to Penang, and we're listening to that, and we're also trying to look at other places in Malaysia. We are not ready to leave Malaysia yet. It is giving good vibes, good people, good food, good energy, and we love it. And Langkawi's got a lot of locals, and we like that vibe as well. So if you guys can tell us where a local vibe is, where to go to next, let us know in the comments below. Cheers. Cheers got a standoff with the monkey. Oh, hell no. It's on the bikes.
As soon as I open the seat, you're going to, hey up.
Oh, he's choking. Yeah, look, he's trying to open the seat.
Yeah, it's clever.
Oh, you naughty monkey.
I've got food under here.
Yeah, don't open that seat. You're gonna have to get a stick. This is the only problem with the beaches in Langkawi. There's monkeys everywhere.
They're cute at first, but you get to know them.
It's trying to get in, it's gonna rip it up. There must be food in there.
Nobody knows this hidden place in Langkawi. I bet even you.
Some people say that Langkawi is the birthplace of the world because most of the rocks here carbon date more than 300 million years old.
Are you from Langkawi?
No, actually I'm a KL boy, but I came to Langkawi in 2009. Fell in love with this island, and then I started a water sports business. And from 2 jet skis, we have grown to about 106 jet skis.
106.
Yes, we have one of the biggest fleets in Southeast Asia.
With Mega Water Sports, we went island hopping, jet ski fishing, and even stopped in a hidden lagoon. And if you're looking for the name of the secret cave,
Only jet skis can enter the caves.
it's at the Pulau Puchong. Ask for Hussein at Mega Water Sports. He knows how to get you there.
Sun is shining in Langkawi. We're currently out on a walk. We grabbed ourselves a coffee, really good coffee. We're now trying to find our way to the beach. It is feeling so hot today. It feels like we're on a completely different island because the past 2 days have been raining, but now the sun is shining. This looks incredible. Look at this. So beautiful today. The sand is just so soft on my feet. The sea doesn't even feel cold, it's not even warm. The fact that it's December and we're on an island in Malaysia, like this is just why I love traveling so much, and I never want to stop traveling because you get to just see the most insane places like this. We're currently coming up to so many beautiful palm trees. I just love it. Look at that. There's even a volleyball net here, so you can just play a bit of beach volleyball. I love it. We've just walked about halfway along the beach. This is our current view. You've got loads of like hotels and stuff right on the beach here. I wish I had my bikini on so we could hop in the ocean. I'm gonna have to come back and have a full-on beach day.
Today, we're on a mission to find the secret beach of Langkawi.
I feel like I'm being watched. This guy's been following me for about 20 minutes now. What do I do? Help.
I've driven thousands of miles just to reach this beach. Do you like my bandana?
I've got told I look lame.
We're following Yellow Brick Road down to the secret beach. Though I can hear children in the distance, so...
Not really secret, is it?
I mean, it may not be secret, but I'm already liking the view so far.
My pathway has been blocked by nature.
Sorry, Mr. Tree, need to get under. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. I'm 30. Up Stony Hill, and here we have it.
This guy's cooking sausages.
It's not really secret, but... it'll do. The beach is so white.
I have to make it down that hill.
Okay. Oh, shit. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say this is a secret beach, but there's no doubt it is very beautiful. We have nature, we have white sand, and we have clear water. I mean, you don't really get this in Dover. Time to go for the dip. Whoa. This is the beach of all time. Look how crystal clear this water is. I can see my toenails.
Guess who's in Langkawi? Langkawi. We just arrived. We just arrived. In Langkawi, we just arrived. Langkawi, let's go! Yes, sir. Let's check out this airport. This is interesting. Oh, I gotta let this guy run. Okay. What was your name again, ma'am?
My name is Amalina.
Amarina.
Yes.
And where are you from, Amarina?
You mean from hotel?
I mean-
I'm from Langkawi. I was born here.
You was born in Langkawi, so you are a true Langkawian.
Yes.
That's good to know. Let's check out some more real quick. Welcome to Langkawi, the birthplace of Malaysia. 550 million years of geological wonders. Okay. Somebody got to explain that to me later. The birthplace of Malaysia. Oh, we got the map here. Let's take a little look at the map. Nothing. Okay. I think we're about to see this whole airport. This would be so dope if we did, right? Let's just see. Cause seeing is believing. Oh, that looks like pickup point for the bus. There's a way out that way. Let's go this way and then we'll come back up the side. Okay, that's the premium lounge. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, we're here. Hi, brother. How are you? Good. I'm Terry. Isa. Nice to meet you, Isa. Let's do this.
Isu ini sebaiknya disikapi dengan bijak. Kritik dan perbandingan bukan untuk menjatuhkan, melainkan sebagai bahan evaluasi. Pariwisata tidak bisa berjalan di tempat. Setiap destinasi harus terus beradaptasi dengan tren, kebutuhan wisatawan, dan tantangan zaman. Bagi pengelola pariwisata, penting untuk meningkatkan kualitas layanan, menata pembangunan agar lebih berkelanjutan, serta menjaga keseimbangan antara ekonomi, budaya, dan kelestarian alam. Sementara bagi wisatawan, memilih tujuan liburan sebaiknya dilakukan dengan bijak, tetap menghargai budaya lokal, dan menjaga lingkungan. Pada akhirnya, kemajuan pariwisata bukan soal saling membandingkan siapa yang lebih unggul, tetapi bagaimana semua destinasi bisa berkembang bersama, saling belajar dan memberi manfaat jangka panjang bagi masyarakat serta alam sekitarnya.